Everyone out there in United Man's huge in Atlanta. And I tell you what, actually I've been slammed all the day. I've worked hard all the day and I'm just free right now and I finished what I wanted. Actually I dived to that extent that I wanted. The stuff that needed to be done now is done. It's just that thing that obsesses my mind regularly, and I do that for my contributing in my further activities, my cool activities that I'm gonna be following. And before I do that in a more proficient way, I have to learn the stuff that precedes those kinds of hidden ground. There's still some kinds of there are still some bunch of hidden grounds that just in gray areas for me, and I'm gonna learn them all, and then I'm will be ready for my further doings with my pursuit thing that I do, and with the thing that I'm pursuing through the whole my maybe life, and just to saying less that worth and it what worth and it means a lot to me. Personally, to me, that means a lot. If you're still with me, and regardless what you think about my things that I followed, and probably want to hear some weird something reminding American sounds going out of my mouth, my speaking apparatus, that's here I am for this particular opportunity, for making this activity going on and happening right in front of your eyes. Maybe I'm losing my voice because I again rocked too much and not whining. I'm whining. I know it's just for practice only, and for that purpose of practicing, for the practice of saying the word whining, and I'm not whining. Probably doing stuff that goes and falls along the lines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all my American premise in my channel, and if you're just from many other countries that do not speak American English, or maybe British version of English, then you have to learn, or have to die, or you have to go along with me. Don't die, don't die. I'm begging you. It's just black humor. I'm not good at humor. Related guy. If you just hear something sounds like weird or annoying or doesn't sit right, it doesn't need to be there, that's me for you. I'm just practicing my American, the most unprepared and premapped way ever. Probably I do not compose my things to say about them in advance and to speak about, and all the things that I sound them out, I'm sounding it out just in a moment as they cure my mind, maybe just a moment later, because my mind slightly had it, despite what I said. I worked too much. Probably I do not have some more going forward ideas for the night, because again that part of my brain is having rest. One of parts of my brain is having rest right now. It said bye bye Al, see you tomorrow morning. Probably some other parts of my brain they are still active. That's the right extracting those words out of my mind, and I'm doing pretty not so lame job and not so good jobs that could be either, because otherwise I wouldn't be here if I were fluent completely to that extent. Probably yeah, I should say that anyway I would practice my American, even with having that exposure, being completely fluent with my American, and probably still I would do the same thing that I'm doing now, and that's because English, it's not English language, English, just English, or I want to put it like American, is my ingrained feature. It's always been with me. I don't remember myself out of that thing for whatever period that might relate. Ever for the whole time of my being on this planet, I practice, and I'm practicing right now, and it's my passion of my life. It's my purest aspiration and affection of all my life, and it's my biggest love and fullest love and deepest love ever. It doesn't need to be dragged. It doesn't need to be just even mentioned about it. It goes for all my life, and I'm feeling like I'm feeling overjoyed when I'm doing my American. And again, if you agree or disagree, you may put your opinion down below. Maybe I would read for your comment, and maybe I'll come up with some response, and maybe I don't, maybe I won't. So who knows, right, guys? I don't have fucking something to show and tell for tonight because I want this video to be very just concise and fully packed with nothing to that extent of density as only the most dense material on the whole universe could be made of. And if that's so, then I'm probably not so lame speaker and a shitty speaker of my American. If so, then you're allowed to do whatever you want in my comment section below. Give me life, give me virtual cookies, give me the real ones, give me whatever lambasting their lines down there. I'll be good about observing them, laying them there, and anyway, either way, and in that regard, what's been said, I have to sip my little water here. If you've been with me for a while, you know I'm a water son. I do a lot of activities connected to water, and my just today's video it's not exclusion out of set of rules that follow that pattern. And give me a second here, I'll be right back. Never ceases to amaze me that the water is yummy, the most probably yummy substance on the whole universe. I have to wrap shit up in order to not to overclutter or overload or over shitty pack your Ness's brains over there, so you would be able to follow your own activities in your own lives, and you do have those ones. You have to be on them, maybe even just right now. And I'm not hollering again. You at this spot just right now, if you've still been with me, then I applaud you for doing so. Be good, and I'll be with you since I released something shit and not meaning anything at all. Fire, guys. Pleasure, thanks again for being with me tonight, for practicing wherever practicing my American pleasure. And I get a raw again, now I can do night, whatever nicest time of the day you're having right now. Just say night, and be good, and I'll be with you as soon as I be here again on my channel doing something incoherent for Native American ears. Be good, and I got a raw night.